So I'm the budget director for the university. We work with the financial activity of the organization. So I help direct the budgeting process at the university to identify how much money we should be receiving on a given year, and then how much we can ultimately expend, and then we set particular budgets for departments that they then have to live with. So it involves a lot of working with leadership and really understanding what goals are and what they want to try to achieve, and then figuring out what we can achieve given the resources that we have available. Almost any organization needs to have people who are working in finance or accounting, dealing with the financial operations of their organization. In working here at the university, it's looking at opportunities. So can we grow our enrollments, get more students here on campus, which means more tuition revenues, which means more available funding to do activities X, Y, and Z that have been laid out as goals. What I like is I'm not really just working with numbers all day long, but I'm also really understanding how the university operates, what it is that I guess the many facets of the university and what we do. So for me, the fun part is working with people and really understanding the operations that underlie the numbers that are ultimately the part of the job that I'm working with. So a college degree is very important. I have a degree in finance. Other typical degrees would include accounting. And in terms of then getting your degree and then getting that first job, they're often looking for some experience, whether it be in high school or in college, summer jobs or part-time jobs. For myself, worked as a bank teller, also then had an internship with a large company, and first starting out doing sort of entry-level type work of processing transactions and doing sort of basic accounting type work. And then it moved on to doing other types of work where you're getting into more sort of analysis. So this is a for-profit enterprise. So they're always, when you're working for for-profit companies, it's how do I grow my revenues? How do I make more money? How do I spend more wisely to try to make more money? Many people, if they can take an accounting class and they're interested in that, that would be a very good class to take. I think economics is also important, which is a class that typically most people take, but just having a general understanding of how the business world works is quite important for these types of roles. So I think those two areas are things that people could focus on in high school. Basically, any organization is going to have, no matter the size, is going to need somebody to help work with their financial activity. Even the smallest organizations usually are hiring CPAs to help help manage their books, help do their tax returns, help do that type of work. But it sort of all comes back to people who have a strong understanding of accounting and finance and wanting to work in that work in those areas.